One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Man, uh, I'm having like not a bad day, but man, a off day. You dig what I'm saying? So, what's really happening with everybody? Shit, it's so hot out here today, boy. We drinking water. You dig? Man, I don't know what you're doing with your life, man. It's so hot outside. It's ridiculous. So, I had to make sure that I was on. I what's happening, Bear Truth? Mm, man, rough day today. Rough day today. My man G Nice is in a meeting, and so I'm a little bit late because, to tell you the truth, I just got off the highway from Makokata getting my car fixed, and so I'm just trying to make sure that I'm on. So yeah, I uh I had to drive out there, man, and get my car fixed. Getting ready to go to the family reunion. So Naptown, I'll be Naptown bound in a couple of hours, man. And I took today off of work because I got to handle the barber shop, a lot of haircuts. So once again, I have not been to sleep since yesterday. So I've been up technically for like about 25 hours. Went to work last night, got off, been cutting hair since this morning, then had to go get my car fixed, man. And so it is what it is, but we grinding and we here. And I got like a lot of heavy stuff on my heart, man, and I'm gonna share a little bit of that. Then G Nice is gonna come in, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about some other stuff that I had on my heart and on my mind. But then again, the situation that I want to talk about, I will let him speak up on it himself, man. Rocktown, stand up, man. We just lost like a good dude. We lost like a really, really good dude. You know what I mean? If anybody know Mario and Paris Yancey, man, the town ain't the town without Mario and Paris. You dig what I'm saying? I grew up with them cats. I went to school with them cats. And so my deepest condolences go out to the Yancey family. You know what I mean? To his kids, to his wife, uh, to his brother Paris, and whoever else that's out there. Um, you know, I just want to let y'all know, man, I'm praying for y'all. I'm keeping y'all in my prayers, man. And at this time right now, man, y'all just gotta love on each other, man, and kind of hold each other down. And you know what? We was just talking about that not too long ago. Remember when I was telling you about like sometimes life just throw you a curveball? You dig what I'm saying? And just like some stuff would just happen and you don't even know why it happened, what's going on. And so I can't even speak about it because I don't know about it. And only thing I know, I was at work and it was, you know what I mean? You know how you get little news, anything that happened in the Quad Cities. It's brr, soon as one person hear about it, it's like news feed. The next thing you know, we got Facebook. So next thing you know, it's all over Facebook. And this one right here hurt, and so this one right here hurt like a lot of people. And Quad Cities, it's like every now and then, man, we'll get like something senseless, just like uh the little situation that happened with Arius and them, that was involving my daughter. I think all deaths and murders, when it comes by like shooting and stuff like that, I think it's all senseless. You know what I mean? Because uh sometimes you're just wishing that people can deal with situations in a different way, in a different manner. And they took a lot of losses this year. You dig what I'm saying? First his mom, and then Paris now losing his brother. um my heart is heavy for them, you know what I mean, because I can't empathize with that one. You know what I mean? Sometimes situations are so deep that you can't even empathize with it. You know what I mean? The only thing you can do is pray. And so I just hope that, you know what I mean, that God will give them a spiritual hug and hold on tight to the family, man, what I mean, to the kids and, just everybody that's involved in that situation. And not to mention G Nice got a nephew that's in Iowa City. And so hopefully he can give us an update on how he doing and how he feeling and stuff like that. And what I mean, probably just speak his mind on what's going on, man. You know what I mean? Every now and then, Quad Cities, we just be on bullshit, man, straight up. And like I said, I'm not gonna speak about that situation or what happened. Man, I got a fly in here, and he making me so mad. When the podcast is over with, I'm killing him. I'm a hunt him down like a dog, like a vicious animal, and I'm gonna kill him. But meanwhile, every now and then, man, we just some stupid stuff will happen around here. You know what I mean? It's like it's real unfortunate, man, and it's really stupid. You know that it had to go down like this, and some people are losing a real cool loved one. And what was so cool is that not cool, but something that somebody said that was cool is that I work with my cousin 6'4", and he said something that I had to totally agree with. He was just like, Mario is one of the coolest cats in the town. You dig what I'm saying? And stay in his own lane, mind his own business. You dig what I'm saying? And so, when you see people of that character, of that stature, you know what I mean? Just the way he move and groove, just a cool dude. You dig what I'm saying? Positive. You dig what I'm saying? Far as he was to me, you dig what I'm saying? Him and his brother never treated me, no type of way. And so I always had love for them and their family. And so it's just like six folks, just like, man, you know, he's like, if you got smoke with Mario, he was like, the problem is probably you. You dig what I'm saying? Because dude don't got no smoke or no beef with nobody. Just the type of character that he is and the way that he carried himself. And so it's unfortunate, man. And so, like, again, man, just pray. If anybody know the family, if anybody know any of them, just pray, man. Just, these is one of them situations where you just got to hit your knees probably before you go to bed, man, and pray for them or just send out cards. And if, somebody reach out to you, um, be ready to let them vent, you know what I mean? Cry, mourn, you dig what I'm saying? If you don't do nothing but get a chance to just sit with them, in this time of pain, man, do it, And so, the bare truth, I'm praying for y'all. I love y'all. And I would say let the family mourn and let them grieve and do their thing in peace. But whatever they do in a celebration of his life and a memorial of his life, I would say Quad City stand up, especially Rocktown. You know what I mean? We gotta show up for him. You dig what I'm saying? Because like I said, the town ain't the town without Mario and Paris. Real talk. I grew up with them since little kids, since way back. Any memory that you got of the town or anything that's going on or somebody doing some time, you gotta mention them cats. You dig what I'm saying? Real cool brothers, man. And so once again, love to the Yancey family and prayers to y'all, man. Keep y'all head up, man. This is a good time to turn to God. I hate to say it during a time like this, but this is a real good time to turn to God. All right, so I'm waiting on G Nice to pull up, and we was trying to do some different things, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw this out there in the air real quick. If anybody want to get into a lip sync battle with me and G Nice, let's do it because we've been talking about it. You dig what I'm saying? And so me and him go, man, I can't. I hate flies with a passion. And fam is just here, and he bothered me. It's so hot that we ain't drinking no apple juice today. This man, we drinking water. Jesus turned water into wine. You dig what I'm saying? So ain't no. Nah, I'm just playing. But for real, it's too hot outside, man. It's so hot. It's ridiculous. But yeah, let me get my comments out. Hold on. I don't even know if people is chatting with me or what. I see. Oh, okay. Dang, we got a lot of people. My fault. Lacano, what's going down? Nicole is in the building. Yeah. Yes, I felt that. I can relate. Everybody, I think, is. I mean, probably talking about what I was just saying. My fault. I didn't have my comments up, my chats up. So yeah. For real. If I can say anything to anybody, please, please, please pray for them. You dig what I'm saying? Pray for them. So that's what it is. You dig? Um, but yeah. But if y'all want to have a lip sync battle, uh, let's do it. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't know if me and G Nice is gonna get into a battle. You dig what I'm saying? But we are down to battle anybody. I seen somebody do like a little lip sync inside their story. Fag. Gotta be careful. You can't even say that word, can you? With the LGBTQ community being sensitive. I wasn't talking about y'all. I was talking about a fly. You dig what I'm saying? But if you say that word, you liable to be into some trouble. So don't nobody take no shots at me. I wasn't talking about a human. I was talking about a fly. I was just trying to kill him. He just being irritating. But yeah. a lip sync battle. We thinking about doing that. We think about bringing that to the table. I got some other little stuff too that I wanted to bring to the table because me and G Nice, man, we really be on some clown stuff. You dig what I'm saying? But it's a lot of times that you have to be mindful of what you're saying because you're on social media. Man, people take stuff the wrong way, man, and they'll take it and they'll run with it. You dig what I'm saying? And so you don't really want to get outlandish, but we kind of the bald head nuts was supposed to be where we'll get a chance to just be ourselves. You dig what I'm saying? And everybody know that I've been on a positive kick. And so I'm always trying to say something positive or try to enlighten somebody or uplift somebody, man, and say something cool to make your day better. You dig? And at the same time, I've been going through it. I just told you, I don't know why my nose is itching, but like I just told you, I haven't been asleep in 25, almost 26 hours. And I had to go get my car fixed, and it was so hot I wasn't getting no reception in the building for my phone, so I had to stand outside. And it seemed like every time I went outside, I just immediately just broke out into sweat. So it's been miserable. And so they had the car for like 2 hours. So if you can imagine that, um, being outside in the sun back and forth, man, for like 2 hours, it's like it was pathetic. And so now that I get a chance to chill out, I'm gonna do the podcast. I got 3 more haircuts after the podcast. That's gonna start about 8 o'clock. I'm gonna knock the haircuts out, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna try to get ready to get up out of here, probably like tomorrow, man. So pray for me and safe travels, man. But let me talk about the sleep thing, man. The situation. Okay, the job. Um, I was speaking negative, and so I want y'all to remember this. Bear truth, for real, for real, for real. Here's something that I want you to remember. Be mindful of what you speak out of your mouth, when you're dealing with your situations, because words are powerful. And sometimes you can create a negative energy around your atmosphere and how you moving and grooving in life. So when I first started the job, I didn't really like it. I didn't like, some ways that management talked to you and stuff like that. And the way that they, what I mean, can force you to do overtime. Sometimes they won't let you go home. It seemed like when you work in a factory, they want that job to be your life. And it's just like, I got a barbershop. And not only that, you know what I mean? I got other stuff that I like to do, like the podcast, doing portraits and stuff like that. Um, so I was hating it, I was really hating it. And I was speaking that out. I would just, man, come and I would complain, 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 complain. It started becoming a reality. You dig what I'm saying? I was complaining so much that the misery started messing with me. Then the lack of sleep was making me irritated. And so if I disrespected anybody during my irritation, let me apologize because that ain't my thing. I'm usually positive and upbeat. And so the reason why I'm giving you this is because, you know, uh sometimes you can do that. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of being grateful that God, blessed me with a job and put me in a position. I was trying to save some bread so I can make some moves and stuff this fall. I had some stuff that was going on, so I wanted to pick up a second income. And man, it was killing me. It's still killing me. So I started speaking like negative, like about how I hated, what I mean? Like I didn't like the job and like, what I mean? I was getting tired and it was just like next thing you know, it started becoming a reality. I started being frustrated. Like from the time I get up to the time I went to sleep, I was frustrated and mad. And so then you start talking to other people, then that start bleeding over into your conversation. Next thing you know, you irritated or you done said something to somebody and you done offended them and you didn't even really mean to. You dig what I'm saying? It's just that you having a bad day and you going through it, then you ain't getting no sleep. And it's kind of hard, you know what I mean, to explain that to people. I already got enough mental issues going on, enough to, what I mean, to the point where I don't need to be lacking no sleep. And again, I didn't did it again, but at least I did eat. And so it get rough, man. You know what I mean? Because you get out of there at like 6:30 in the morning. I was hitting the gym for like an hour and 15 minutes. Then I would come home. I would have some haircuts. Then you got to do some running. You got to make sure you eat. Then I got to do some running for my mom. And so it was one of them situations, man, where I was miserable. But I had to stop, pause, and start thanking God for like little bitty stuff. Start thanking Him for like, all right, man, I do got this second income. Thank you that I was blessed, to show these check stubs so I can jump in this other car. You dig what I'm saying? Because you can't just lean on the barbershop. The barbershop got to have 2 years of taxes. You got to show that, you know what I mean, to do something to upgrade. And so my credit is growing, but you need it. I needed this job to help me make these moves. And so I was speaking negative, and then negative turned around and gave the enemy a crack. And next thing you know, the enemy comes to kill and destroy, the kill, steal, and destroy. And so he was stealing my peace, and I was letting that bleed over into other different situations, man. So I apologize if, what I mean, I made anybody feel like they was less than when I was angry or upset, because it's easy to do that. And so be mindful of that, especially like when you ain't getting no sleep. Get you some rest. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you this video and listen to what this dude is talking about, because he said that. Hold on, power in the tongue. I'm gonna post that real quick, Nicole. Nicole says, power in the tongue, way too powerful. We become what we speak. 100. Stay prayed up. Meditation. I pray the whole day long, for real, for real. God will provide. And that's true. What's up, Katie? I didn't even see that you snuck in there, little mama. What's going on? Y'all got the prayer visual that's going on. And so God bless y'all with that, man. Y'all always stay doing something positive. But pay attention to that. Power in the tongue. And the way that we learned it when we was in Bible study in the joint, think about it like this. God spoke everything into existence. Let there be light. Let there be you know what I mean? Everything he said, let there be, and it came into existence from the power of his words. And so when he created us and he blew into our to the dirt, he blew his spirit into the dirt, and he blew his spirit into us. And that's the reason why we are different than animals and anything else. We got a part of God living in us. And so when we speak things into existence, they become your reality. They can paint your atmosphere for you. You dig what I'm saying? And so if you're negative and you're a hater, your life is probably going to be filled around negative people and hate and shade. So fix the way that you talk. You know what I mean? Even when you can't see it, speak it into existence. You dig what I'm saying? You want positive life? Start looking in the mirror and start speaking positive things. You dig what I'm saying? You in control of your destiny. God do give you some power with your words, man. So you better start speaking some, you know what I mean? Like you got some sense. Stop being a negative Ned or a negative Nancy all the time. But check out this little video. Hey, what's up, Auntie? She said, "Good evening, sugar. You got this." Yeah, you're right, Auntie. And thank you, because sometimes it be getting hard. You know what I mean? I'll see you. You know what I mean? In a couple of hours, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm about to start packing my clothes, and then I got a few moves I gotta make in the morning. Some more people here I gotta cut. Then I think I'm gonna take me another nap, and I'm gonna probably leave tomorrow night or first thing in the morning. And so I'll be over there to give you a hug and eat and everything else. But yeah, you right. God got me, so I got this. There go my man G Nice. Hold on, he's in the building. Hold on, G Nice. What's the word, baby?
What up, man? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Slow motion. What's going down?
Oh my God. Long day, sir. Long day. So what I miss? Apologize for my tardiness.
Oh man, we just chilling. I was late too. I didn't jump on until like 7:15. I had to try to get the car fixed. I got down here and all kind of stuff was going wrong in the basement. So I'm a little
Hey,
bit late. You dig?
business first, right? That
Right,
allows for everything else.
right. Real quick, man.
What's up?
I wanted to get you. You know what I mean, for you to say something about this. Uh, I spoke a little bit about that situation that happened over in the town. You know what I mean? I wanted to just, send my love to the Yancey family. You know what I mean? Because we know, people like his wife. You know what I mean? Awesome person. Been knowing her since we came out of high school, since like 1991, 92. I don't know all of the kids, so I won't get into that. But every now and then in the town, in the Quad Cities, we have like a senseless death. You know what I'm saying? And not
Yeah.
only that, you had somebody that was caught up in that situation. How they doing? How do you got a update on their health or anything like that?
Yeah, he's coming along. I've been talking to him through messaging because they had to wire his jaw shut, but he's coming along. So I'm
And so this was your nephew.
yeah.
Yeah, and he got shot like twice in the chest and once in the mouth, or what?
I think that's how it hit like that. But he's a young dude, and he's like, I'll be back to me. I'll be back to myself in a year. I mean, well, not a year. I'm sorry. He said it in like a month or two, and I'm like, all right. Well, I hope you just sit down, man. I mean, and it's wild. I mean, a lot of this is, and it's crazy. You don't know, as I tried to tell Nate, you never know anybody's yesterday that is around you. They may not even directly be there with you. There could be a dude standing down a house before that who shit on somebody yesterday, right? And they just come and tear the block up. So I'm like, that's as I was trying to tell Nate, as we get older, we just learn a, head on the swivel, be aware of what's going around out here, who's around you,
Man,
time of day, and which shouldn't even be an issue, but it's wild that it
right.
is that. So I don't know. I think it's
And
it's just wild. There's no real fix for it
hey,
because it just ain't. There
hey,
just
listen,
ain't, man.
I,
Because
I
people
I
gonna
can hear
get
the
mad.
listen. I can hear the disgust in your breath, man, because I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking to myself, one thing that you was just saying. You said, you got to be mindful of your surroundings, and not only that, you never know what somebody's yesterday was like. That
Right.
might cause day today to be,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? And then everybody that's in that circumference or that's in that vicinity, now all of a sudden you a victim of some, you know what I mean? And I don't know
Somebody
what's going
else's
on.
shit.
Right.
Well,
And
you never
yeah,
do. Yeah. I mean, you never know. And everybody that's in the vicinity of it is probably, they don't know whose shit it is.
right.
Um, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the answer to it.
Me neither, bro.
But again, if you don't know what somebody's motives are, you really can't even
Right.
say.
Yeah.
You don't know. Could have been a dude down the street that did somebody family or something like that.
Yeah.
Push their
And it,
grandmother wheelchair over or something. We don't know.
and the crazy thing about it is just like this is the quad. Like the quad is too small for like this little goofy stuff. You dig what I'm saying? It's just like, man.
Man,
Motor, what's up, baby?
when we were young, you know what I'm saying, we kind of frowned upon that, right? Like,
Yeah.
yo, I mean, you got like 24 to 48 hours out here after you do some shit like that.
Yeah.
They gonna find you. They don't have unsolved murders in the quad like that. Not
Hey,
back then. Somebody
listen.
going to jail. It might not be the
Right.
right person, but somebody going to
Yeah,
prison behind
because
that.
you
And we're
know
gonna
what?
close this case up.
Man, they figured it out soon, boy. Hey, you ain't finna get away
Immediately.
with
No,
nothing
you're
around
not.
here.
You're gonna come down, sit down here with us, and we gonna let you know. And you better
And,
hope you was before they went to 85%.
hey, listen, and it ain't funny, but it's like you will sit down. You dig what I'm saying? You going somewhere and sit down.
Hmm.
You dig what I'm
You ain't
saying?
gotta like it, but you're gonna sit down.
All right. Listen, Jen, I'm on air. That's my buddy Jen. I ain't seen her on in a minute. But yeah, so listen, I got a couple of videos that I wanted to share, but
All
I
right,
was
let's.
I was talking to them, man, because you know what I mean. I grew up with Paris and Mario. You know what I mean, and
Yeah,
it's like I ain't seen them in a while. But like I said, man, them is some good dudes. And everybody that's in
yeah.
that situation got some good. I don't care who you are, where you are.
Oh,
If I didn't
absolutely.
know you, if I did know
Yeah.
you, you dig what I'm saying. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, man. But like,
No,
it's just like, shoot, this one hurt right here, bro. It hurt.
this
It hurt a
is
lot of people,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
It did. It's just bad things happen to good people, man.
man.
And there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, it's just craziness. But
Yeah.
feel sorry,
Yeah.
for all of his people, and I haven't even talked to nephew about that aspect of it. It's been talking to him about getting well. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
condolences
Me too.
for
Deepest
sure.
condolences to the Yancey family and any and everybody that was in that situation, whether you was
Affected
on the
by
other
it.
side, yeah, you know what I
Hmm.
mean. So, straight up, bald head nuts got love on that situation. I'm gonna
For
show you
sure.
these videos, and this dude is talking some truth, man, and let's just break it down and we'll just go from there.
All right.
Yep. These are
7 unhealthy habits I cut out of my life that profoundly changed my life for the better. 1. Drinking alcohol. 2. Using my phone in any way while walking. 3. Staying up late, which caused my sleep quality to suffer. 4. Unconscious eating decisions that led to terrible dieting. 5. Negative and fixed mindset people that brought bad energy. 6. Consuming media that made me feel unmotivated, uninspired, or distracted me. 7. Feeling obligated to respond to texts, calls, or emails immediately. These are
All right, now listen. So when I
Mhm.
was checking him out, I got this other one that I should have played first, but I missed it, and then I'm gonna play him too in a minute. So just hold on to just what he was saying, because I'm gonna bring it back full circle. Let's check out this other one real quick.
All right.
Way I redirected bad habits that I had, like I had this bad habit of smoking weed every day, all day. Like I was smoking like a quarter pound every week. It was insane. And I had to change that habit because it was slowing me down. It was stopping me from doing what I needed to do. I spent all my time in the clouds and couldn't really focus. I used the reason that I was smoking as, dealing with my depression and my PTSD, but it was just an excuse. At the end of the day, it was holding me back just like everything else was. What I had to do was I had to literally have a shift in my mind and decide, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to spend my time high all day, or do I want to go out here and get this bag? Do I want to achieve these goals? Do I want to overcome and fucking dominate? So I made a decision to prioritize my life and where I wanted to go versus wasting it with nonsense. You have to decide, why am I doing this? What is your why? What is most important to you? If your why doesn't make you cry, if your why doesn't wake you up in the middle of the night, then you don't have a big enough why. And if your why isn't big enough, you're not going to succeed. You're not going to follow through with what you want to do. And that why has to be bigger than you. The way I redirected bad habits that I had, like,
All right. And so, okay, so check this out. So,
What
usually
up?
when I come across these little videos and I'll be trying to check out topics, I'll be trying to get your opinion on it, because we done been there. You dig what I'm saying? So
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not gonna sit up here and act like, what I mean, dude was wrong about, okay, I'm changing my habits on smoking. Cause you remember there was a time on Seven Deuce, man, where we blew a
Oh,
quarter. We blew a quarter probably like in 3 days. You dig what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And remember the perfectos, the swishy
Yep.
sweet
Hmm.
perfectos. Man, we did like 2 boxes of them a day.
Hey,
A day.
everybody had their specialty recipe for them. You
Yep,
go over
putting
to one
honey on
spot, they got the honey blunts. Some of them put them in the microwave for just a
Yeah,
second and pull them
yeah,
out. Some of them make you, this got to sit for 10 minutes, and you like, all
right.
right, whatever,
Or
your
or
house,
dip
your
or
rules.
dip or dip the blunt paper and liquor and all types of stuff.
Oh
Rub
yeah,
rub Hennessy
craziness,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah, man. And so
Like, but we had dirt back then, so that was dirt weed.
yeah,
So we kind of had to make it more palatable as best as we can. Uh,
I got him.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
because man, he
you
been
did.
bothering
You
me.
got him. I see.
Man,
You had
he
some
been bothering
animosity
my
against that bug.
he been bothering my life. Like he's been down here like, listen, bro, you can't live, we can't
Problem
exist in the
solved.
same area. But okay,
Yeah.
so
So
first of all, anybody that's 420 friendly, don't take that as a shot, because it's not a shot. I want to talk about what he was talking about as far as like a bad habit. Now, let me ask you this. If a person takes their money and buy weed, do you think that you should loan them money?
no, honestly, if you have to borrow money from somebody, you don't have money for weed. That's same thing for alcohol. I mean, everybody has a vice, whether, like my grandfather's vice was buying records, right?
Okay.
That was his thing. He didn't drink, smoke, none of that, but he would go burn a bunch of money on records, which is why he had this collection. But that's his vice. Some people's vice is overworking.
Right.
It's just about where you are, and it may not necessarily always be that vice for it. So it's all. I think everything serves a purpose in where you are at your particular situation, where you're trying to go. That's an individual thing. So I don't think that can be put into place. Like the first guy you had on there, he was saying feeling like you need to answer emails
Right
or
away.
right, but that's not conducive to everybody's lifestyle, right?
Right.
He didn't specify if we're talking about just friends, family, or just anybody that you may communicate with.
Right.
Yo, anytime they give you a work phone, you 24
Hmm.
hours, period.
Yep.
I mean, that's the expectation. We giving you a phone because we expect you to pick it up.
Right.
or respond to an email or a text whenever we send it to you. So some of those things, yes, I think can be universal, but some of those steps are really, really lifestyle.
Yeah. And you know what? I dig that though too, because I I really was listening to dude, and then Tracy just said that why, and she put that in capital letters, is the truth. And I mean, that's crazy because that's exactly what I was thinking, is because when he was talking, then he got down to the end. He says the why has to be bigger than you. He was like, you know what I mean? Like, why am I smoking? Like, can I maintain it? Like, he was like, man, I was burning like a quarter ounce a week. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if your habits is killing your pockets and it's not helping you save, or you can't handle your business, he said he couldn't even get up and handle no business. So right
And
then and
that's a
there, that's a
problem.
bad habit. Then you dig what I'm
It
saying?
is. I mean, if it's in the way of you conducting yourself like an adult and pursuing something, then yeah, it's definitely in the way. If he, like he said, he just sitting around getting high all day. Yeah, that's what we used to do back in our late
20,
teens, early
late
20s.
teens, like 19, 20.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Nobody has
Yeah,
time for that. You get around to it, when you do, if that's something you choose to do. But
yeah.
if it controls you to a point where you can't function out here, then yeah, that's definitely something to revisit. Uh, Seriously. But I feel like some of that was on point.
And then some of it is
Um,
just like you said. It's got to be a balance. It's got to be able to say, okay, if this is your life, you dig what I'm saying. If this ain't your lifestyle, you know what I mean? Because you got some people like right now, they can't do nothing without their phone. You dig what I'm saying? They
I
can't make a
can't.
move without their phone. But I'm talking
Dude.
about you work from your phone. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about from the other situation to where the phone got them gone. Like, you know what I mean? This is your life. Like, you don't. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it's kids, and honestly, I can't say that we would have been any different, right? I mean,
If that was the latest gadget. But
look, what if you had a
I
phone? What if you had a phone during the stage two times?
if you
Huh? What, what
well,
what would you have been doing with your
I
phone?
I did, and so here it was
No,
late
I'm
night.
talking about with everything that is
You talking about
on the
like with the
phone right
like,
now.
yeah, like
Yeah,
Facebook,
we'd have been the
yeah,
same way. We'd have
yeah.
been
Because I mean, we stayed on
even
the phone like late
wilder.
night. I had my own private line at the crib
Oh
when I was
shit,
in
you had
high
a
school.
teen line?
Oh, bro,
Oh, you were
listen to me,
flicking. You were flicking
listen.
out here
For
then.
real,
Not a
for
teen
real.
line.
That's one thing I can't, man. That's one thing I gotta salute Bernice for,
Hey,
man. Bernice got me. Hey, I
hey,
still remember my number. You dig what I'm
hey,
saying?
you tell a chick you got your own phone
Yeah.
number. Oh we. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
you
spicy
you
right
up late
there.
night? Listen, you up late night on the phone bumping guy. You dig what I'm saying? Let's
Hey,
chill. Johnny Gill, my. You sleep? You
and
sleep?
don't let it be
Say something.
cordless.
You say something.
Yeah, you say something.
You talk. You fall
And next
asleep
thing,
like,
yeah, you
man, you
fall
ain't
asleep,
talking about
wake
no
up.
nothing.
They nobody talk
Wake
about
up,
that. That's
right?
occupied in the phone.
Oh, sleep in school the next day. You done messed up
Hey,
your whole night sitting on the phone trying to
hey,
be grown.
but were you really fancy? Did you have a cordless?
Nah, I didn't have a cordless. I didn't get that one yet, but
Did you
we
have
got it
a
like later on. Grace
did
had
you
a
have a party
cordless.
line on it though?
I can make three-way phone calls. And
Oh,
so listen, I
mm-hmm.
call
That's
like
the
Stanley or
stretch.
I call
Yep.
Trina. We'll call Tasha. Tasha calls somebody else. We'll call Connie. Then we all be on the phone playing on somebody else's phone. So everybody had to call somebody. You dig what I'm
And
saying?
that's what it
So
is.
some
But
people
then
weren't supposed to
somebody
be on their phones though.
right,
You
but
dig what I'm
somebody in the
saying?
middle though get caught and got to get off. So everybody don't know who called who. So you done jacked up like 20 people's conversational, and
Hey,
people got to be like, well, who gonna call who back? And
I
they
know
like,
you
well, our
ain't. I
phone
know
can't
damn well
ring.
you ain't on this phone. I know,
Hmm.
man. Somebody get mama
So
get on the
then,
phone like late at night. Be like, I know
yeah,
damn well you ain't on that phone.
then you get the
And next thing you
people
know, you
that
can't use the phone for like a whole week.
and you
Be like
burnt
on
up.
punishment, like, man, I
You,
can't even get on the phone, man,
look,
for the whole
but then you
weekend.
get the people that are like, all right, so somebody got to call me back. I don't know who it is. Somebody looped me in, but I'm gonna have to call to get the weather or dial a story. With a ring downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Hey,
mess around and it ring
hey,
and mess
oh,
up.
nope, nope, it's
Oh,
all you shot.
listen, or you had to turn the ringer off on a phone that was
Yep.
like, yeah, you had to turn
Mm-hmm.
the ringer off.
You got to do
Hey
that.
man, you right though. So if we'd have had cell phones back
Man,
then,
we'd have
boy, it
been
would have been
wild, dude.
it'd have
It'd
been
have been
smoking.
dangerous out there for
Hmm.
that. And we would have been in some shit if we had documentation like they doing out here. Man, they
Woo.
out here taking pictures and there's videos. You got World Star, man. If we'd have made World Star for sure,
Hey, cause
we'd have
back
made that.
then you was on the block and people would have been getting you serving dope. You'd have been serving crackheads. Like, hold on, who
Man,
told you to tape that? Like,
the
you got to
beat
get rid of that
downs,
right now. Oh man,
the
sure.
beat downs, and then just
It would have been
everything. Yeah,
vicious.
it would have been.
Just think somebody got you on tape serving a fiend. They done recorded you on the phone.
Hey, police don't have to do nothing else. They just come pick you up. They like, look,
Oh man. Or like everybody rushing up on a car trying to get that sting. Like somebody pull up, like, man,
man,
hold on.
like
Like,
everybody here. They used to have to come out and take pictures, right? They'd have to
yeah,
like stake it out. Right now, they just like, yo, we just study social media, and they give us
yep.
all we need. We know where to go. We know who the players are. We got plates. We got everything. So we just gonna roll
Boy,
up on you, and we gonna take our time when we roll up out here.
that used to be so
Ain't no
crazy.
need.
That used to be so
Yeah.
crazy trying to spot out like, undercovers in Narc. Like, man, dude and them been sitting over there in that car, man, for like an hour. They ain't bought no dope. You see them sitting down there? Who was that? It used to be so crazy.
But you
Then
know
they'd
what?
jump out and rush the block. Like, I'm so glad I don't live that life no more,
But you
bro.
know what? What we should have been doing is paying attention to well, I don't know if the website was popping at that time, but the Iowa courts online. And hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Should have made it a habit of knowing any of the hypes governments. Like the only way I'm gonna fuck with you, I need your government name. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep tabs on your ass and anything
Man,
that's out of pocket on that. And but we didn't have the means or the knowledge to be able to protect ourselves to the next level
right.
on that. But shit, so if we'd had everything these kids have right now, we'd have been dangerous in more ways than one.
I think I would have
Period.
been too. You did, especially with the social media. The music career would have been popped off. It would have popped
Oh
off like
yeah,
really
it
heavy.
wouldn't. That would
It
have
would have
been. That
popped
was
off.
easy. That
It would
was
have popped
easy.
off. It would have popped off real heavy. But now let me ask you. No, matter of fact, I got to tell you something. I set us up to lip sync battle anybody. So
Oh,
I
okay.
I
Where we going?
listen. I don't know who want to do it, but you
Are we
dig what
going
I'm saying,
solo? Or are we doing groups?
man. We can
I
do
guess we got
groups.
to do solos.
We can do solos, but then again, like we calling out anybody that want to battle us. You dig what
Bring
I'm
it.
saying? Hold on,
Bring
Dallas
it.
Story. Our library called us back. Oh yeah, she said Dallas Story. Our library
Not
called us
ours.
back and
Then she must not be from the quad.
no, she from a little town. I think
Oh,
where are you
okay.
at? Clinton, Maggie? Was you back at Clinton back in high school back during that time? Because I know,
We used
shoot,
to
no.
call, yeah, the quiet, the Davenport Public Library, and shoot, you listen to that whole damn story for a child. Like, hey, somebody need to call me because I'm gonna have to call him back again to keep this damn phone from ringing. Like, y'all don't understand. If this phone rings, I'm out for the night, and I'm gonna
I'm
miss
trying to
out on
tell
a
you.
ton of shit. And I can't have that, man. What I'm gonna do? I can't even sleep knowing that they up talking. God damn it,
Yeah,
that's some
and I ain't in
bullshit.
on the conversation.
Right? I don't even know.
Hey,
This
I used to
second
be
hand
the
on the
ringleader
bus,
by me having my own phone. Oh man, I used to call everybody, man. Like, man,
man.
get Stanley on the phone. Man,
Balling out
Stanley
of
was a
control.
fool. Yeah,
We
no, but that
oh
was love
yeah.
though. I gotta, man, shout out to Bernice and them for giving me my own phone
Yeah,
back in
you was
yeah,
balling back
yeah.
then.
That's how I probably got that mouthpiece. You dig what I'm saying? Up
Just laying
all night
down.
practicing. Yeah,
Hey,
listening to
yo.
slow jams.
So I got this joke. So this dude that I'm working with, and it's an entirely different organization. But I crack up because I had the joke with my homegirl at the gig that dude sound like he laying down playing a Faith Evans mixtape because he come on, he like, well, yeah, I was just figuring. I think that we are on schedule for this. And I'm like, why is he talking to us like man, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, dude. Like, what's going on? What Faith got you in your bag? I mean, your bag of feelings. Like he like,
That's what he
yo,
was listening to.
no, that's what he sounded like. That's what he was
Oh
listening to. That's what I'm talking
man,
about. The phone tapes. Everybody being that little cool little, that
yeah,
little voice that you get
yeah,
into
you
is
had to
just
get the
deep
man.
enough.
You had to get the
Yeah.
little cool voice.
Uh-huh.
Put the cover like halfway over your head. You dig what I'm saying? With the little music bumps. Like, what you listening
Got it
to?
going on.
And listen,
Nice
hey,
little
bro.
fan on.
And guess what? I had got all of the tapes for a penny. Remember that? What was that little thing that you can order all them tapes for? You get them.
Oh, you're talking about Random House. Not Random House. It
Listen,
was
I
it
had
Random
Keith
House? Yeah.
Washington. I had Shantae Moore. I had listen, I had Johnny Gill, my, Ralph Tresvant, everybody you can think of.
Man,
Man, I
everybody we
listen to
know
me,
from
bro.
that was functioning out here between 1991 well, 1990 and probably no earlier than that, probably about 84 through like 1993, owe
Yeah.
them people some money. Ain't none of us paid that. Ain't nobody
Nah.
paid that money.
Man, I had a case of tapes for them. I got them.
Man,
I
we
got man.
like
I got like about
whatever.
12. I got about 12 of them, man,
Yeah,
for like about $1 and some change, man.
exactly. And
And
then
we're
you
supposed
just
to be making payments on that.
first off, they shouldn't be selling shit to minors anyway. You can't even
Hey,
hold us accountable for that. They didn't
man,
care. They like, give me your
gee.
address, and you just had that thing, and you just like pick out which one you want and put your penny on there.
Well, when
And
they told me that that was really real, and I went for it, and I got my tapes.
man,
Oh
as one does.
straight up, I was that guy. I had everything you can think
Hey,
of.
so we got together and we plotted ours out there like, yo, you pull these 12, I'll pull these 12. I mean, the next thing you know, man, we were house party ready. Like we can have a house party right now. We got the
Straight up, we
goods.
got all the
We
jams. We
got
got,
whatever you're
hey,
looking
you
for.
get all the pop stuff, you get the rap. That's how it was.
Hmm.
Brother Jay was getting like, man, I'm gonna order this one. I'm gonna order this. I had all the slow jams though. I had everything you
You
can
gotta
think
have the
of, bro.
slow jams, man. I mean,
I
that's
had them for the late night. You know what I mean? So when you talk on
even
the
and
phone,
not even the late night, man. You could totally walk in and some dudes be playing some R&B, and we used to ride around 4 deep listening to Jodeci.
hey, Jodeci
and
was the
and
lick.
and better that nobody challenged us on that.
Nobody.
Because and then I don't care if it's some Key Sweat. Somebody might be in the back seat going through some things, and he just need that right now. So we just
Say,
we go, hey, like homie got some shit going on. He need to get through it. And you want to
need
listen
to
to
get his
some
life together.
KC, off of the Jason Lyric soundtrack.
Yep. I was just listening to that on my way on the highway
Hmm.
coming back. If you
Yeah,
think
with
you're lonely now,
the
yep. If you
remake.
think, yep, you
Yeah,
think you're lonely now.
yeah,
Just
the
got done
Womack,
listening
Bobby
to that.
Womack. Yeah,
Yep.
but I'm
Hmm.
telling you, we were all riding around that winter, quiet and shit in the car. Everybody going through some shit.
Oh, you talking about in the Riviera? In Jada's
uh,
Riviera or what?
nah, I think we were. No, we were Prism. We were still Prism bound.
We still in the prison?
Yeah, because we used to be down on the low end.
Okay.
But yeah, so hey, people respect that time, and you need that. I mean, shit,
Okay.
you need
However it
somebody.
goes down, we got a lip sync battle. So
Well,
whoever want to
whatever.
take us on,
Anyway,
you dig what I'm
yeah,
saying? If
I'm with
anybody
it.
want to challenge us, you dig what I'm saying? We're gonna do a lip sync battle. Oh, now uh I had this other little thing I want to talk to you about. Well,
What up?
listen,
What up?
if you were to ever talk to the younger you, what would you tell him? Dear
Fine.
younger me, dear younger me. So I'm just saying, if you got a chance to holler at the younger you, dear younger me, what would you tell him?
Take whatever finances you have right now and find Jeff Bezos.
I wish I would have rolled that wave. I remember that. I remember that,
Come
and I
on,
thought it was nothing.
and focus on the long term.
Yeah,
Look at potential growth. I mean, you look around and 50 to 60% of the people are going to have entirely different paths. Anybody that you're around at any given point are going to have different paths. Now, that doesn't mean that you fall out. You also have to look at, okay, what qualities keep you together? At one time, there were a bunch of different qualities, right? We
yeah,
were with it, whoever was on the block, whoever, what I'm saying, fall through, match you on the blunt, right? Who got the beer? Who coming through with the fifth? Who going to just want to
yeah.
play spades? Well, that was great for that time period for us. But as we got older, it had to change, right? Now it becomes who's business oriented, who wants to succeed, what are they doing with their
Right.
day, with their lives. So I would just tell myself, be cognizant of what people look like, if they have any ambition at that point, because it's important. People, a lot of us, I mean, there were no dumb people on the block,
Nah.
and people had ambitions. They just didn't have the means to figure it out, how to accomplish it, right? We didn't have the internet.
Right.
And anything in real time to tell you, look, this is what you do right now to get into this particular industry, right? And this is something you love, and you can get in for $4,000.
Okay.
Everybody had $4,000, right? But
Yeah.
you just didn't have that guidance. So I would just say, yeah, try to see the path before, try to understand the place that everybody in your life, you know, sits in,
Yeah.
and find Jeff Bezos.
Hey,
That's the most important part.
I'm really with you on that one. I really wish that I would have wrote some of them. You dig what I'm saying? Because I seen some of that, and I didn't. It is what it is. I'm out here getting money. I'm hustling, so I seen it, but I just didn't focus on it. And so, dear younger me, I would say accept discipline. You know what I mean? I was so undisciplined of doing what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And I think it started like at a really, really like young age, from sneaking out the house. You dig what I'm saying? And then just me and being like, we broke into damn near every apartment on Seven Deuce. You dig what I'm saying? And we'd take the stuff up to Grice's house. You dig what I'm saying? Grice got her own apartment. Oh man, we fill Grice's crib up with VCRs and clocks and microwaves and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? It was things that that you shouldn't be doing, or maybe you had the knowledge of doing, but I was such into being a leader of corrupt crimes. It was just like, man, I really wish that I would have accepted discipline. And dear younger me, the reason why I would have told him that is because the biggest thing that hurt me, G, is when I went down to the ATL and I wasn't disciplined. And to have three record deals on the table and to blow three record deals, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about potentially got Dr. Dre looking at me saying, you got talent. If you send me a tape, I'll fuck with you. Send me something that's showing me that you got a chorus, a hook, that I can believe that you could sell records with an image, and I'll mess with you. And I'm talking about, man, that's something that eats me up like to this day. You know what I mean? I can't put a label on the hurt, and where it drove me, like far as like with the drinking. And so that discipline of just being down there and drinking and smoking and you know what I mean, and just not moving and discipline, man. It's like wow. And so I see like I'll give an example. My grandson, coolest dude in the world, far as like basketball, staying out of trouble, going to the Y. But it's just like he don't like discipline. He don't like to hang out with me because he don't like what I got to tell him.
Right.
You
Right.
dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so, man, if I could have, what I mean, took the
Well,
discipline and really ate it up,
in
he
that
would have.
situation, I mean, getting Dre's ear is not the end all,
No.
because Aftermath is the rapper graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's where you can go over there, but you ain't gonna eat and you ain't gonna see Dre, and you're gonna sit and you ain't gonna get in the release date and you're not gonna get any of that.
Well, it
And
just, I
you
guess,
still in the
what?
red at that point,
I
right? I mean, but you
I
didn't
think it
know
did,
that. That was
but
my
you know
point.
what?
You didn't understand that.
I still being young, like, and still out there and wanting to be in the game, I would have took that chance. You dig what I'm
Well,
saying?
no,
Because
no, I get
yeah,
it. I
yeah,
get it,
because
but you
you
didn't.
because then you got to look at, okay, look at 50, look at
Mm.
uh what's his name, the other one, not the one that came up under 50 brung in there, the
What are you
game,
talking about?
the game.
Uh,
And so, but I'm talking about when
he
Dre
sat in the
do a bit, hey,
graveyard.
but like when Dre do a beat and he puts you on there, and if he, you know what I mean, he gets you out there, it's like damn near to the moon. You dig what I'm saying?
Look,
If he
but
take your project and he push it, you
what
dig what I'm saying? So it's like,
there is
man,
always a
who is that?
chosen one with Dre. There's
Yeah.
always a chosen one, right? So no matter who's sitting on the roster, he finds that one that he knows is going to do it, right? I mean, even early, we talk about the DLC that was that on Ruthless. Then
Boy.
you got to Aftermath, right? How many people did he cycle through? Whatever happened to Hitman?
Oh
Whatever
shit.
happened
He had
to
Rakim over there. He
he
didn't do
had
nothing with
Rakim
Rakim.
over
He didn't do
there. He
nothing with
had
Rakim. He had Buster Rhymes over there. Buster
yeah,
was signed with him. Buster did one
Buster
out.
was
He,
and
he produced like one album for
but
Buster.
but it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Why? Because they had him at that point, and M was
And
there.
I think 50 was jumping too.
Well,
In the
50 was on
club
his
was
way.
50.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
50 was
they
in the
got
club
him
was
in
out.
there, right? So I mean, Marsha Ambrosius, she was over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Dawn from In Vogue went
Yep.
over there,
Yep.
and if he's not completely dedicated to you, he ain't gonna give you no time. He'll
I
just
tell you,
build the studio time and be done with it
yeah.
and wait you out. So
But I really wouldn't have knew that. So I would have,
exact, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, now
yeah.
you have the knowledge. If an
But like
opportunity
shit, that
comes
was
to
that
you,
was like one, and so it was just like the discipline to just to be
eh,
able, to be down there and to be able to handle situations and know how to handle them. You dig what I'm saying?
how
Like
do
for
you know
them,
that you couldn't do it? How do you know
what?
that
How
you
do I know
couldn't
that
you
I
couldn't
couldn't
handle
do?
those situations?
Well, because instead of me being still, I did the dummy and went out on a get rich quick scheme. And I always used to look for them. Like, jumped in the car with dude and we went through Texas writing all of these bad checks. Now, his friend is Noonie from Noontime. And so he had Sammy and then he also had August Alsina. So I'm just thinking, like, what if I could have jumped on with him and maybe he would have found me like a good producers? Or remember, Rico Wade invited me to a party. The Dungeon family, you would have liked to be with them, but then again, too, Rico and them had favorites too. So they was putting out Witch Doctor every day as a holiday. So they
Uh-huh.
was only messing with their own crew. Now, you would be cycled through like baby facing them. Now, I did have an inside, my cousin Butchie B from Nap. He knew Daryl Simmons, I mean, from
Mhm.
Indianapolis and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is that for the summer of 1997, my name was ringing. Like I did they changed the Freaknik to the Arbor Festival, and then I had the little song that was on the radio called "Lord Don't Let Me Snap," and it was just like every studio that I was going to, everybody's like, "Man, we get this budget money, we want to mess with you, we want to do this and that," and it was like three different types of offers that I had, and it was just like I just, I had never been in a situation like that, man. And I wish that I would have had discipline to move different. You dig what I'm saying? And so now I'm trying to pass that on to my little dude. And sometimes I think it's the same thing. Um, he's in a position to where they don't like discipline. You dig what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that. They don't want to
Right.
hear anything that you're trying to tell them to make them better, to be positive, because I think they think you trying to stop them from having fun. You know what I mean?
So my
Yep.
question, what I meant when I asked my question to you, so don't you think you could do that at that time? Why
And
didn't you think you could do it? And why don't you
hold on,
think
hold
you
on.
couldn't do it?
But okay, okay. Explain it. You said how come I
Sure,
didn't think I could do it?
you're talking about the record deals and the opportunities that were in front of you there. And I asked, why do you think you couldn't do it?
Right,
And you said you didn't have the discipline. That was right in the line what I was saying. You didn't
right,
know what you know now,
right,
right?
right, right, right. But see, this is the thing. What happened was the the guy who got me down there on the management deal, he just wasn't showing up. So like when I won the contest at Keith Sweat Club, the chocolate factory, I took like first place in this contest. So yeah, he had opened up a club called the Chocolate Factory, and this was
Yeah,
like in
I
90, like
remember. Hmm.
97. And so all right, so I get down there, I take first place in that. Then I do the Auburn Festival. So they got me on this. He was so busy into like being a sports agent that he was over there trying to get like football players from like Georgia Tech. He was trying to get them signed into the NFL.
As
And
one
so
does.
yeah. And so, and then at the end of the day, here is Dr. Dre giving us his A&R card and giving me this thing saying, hey, get this tape done. So I'm showing it to him, and he's the one who's supposed to put me in the studio. So now I see, okay, Nick, he ain't on nothing. He ain't trying to help me out. He ain't trying to bust no moves for me. And so now I got three different companies offering me deals. And it was like, I just didn't know how to handle it. So it was just like, this dude, man, this dude, we
Exactly.
riding. Yeah, it was just like, man, like, all right, let's go get this money. Be still. He taking me to the studio, and this dude kept on saying, like, listen, I'm about to get this distribution deal with Motown, and then when I do, I want to sign you. So I'm like, okay, but Keith Murray and the manager trying to sign me, Rico Wade and them, but the big person is Dr. Dre. It's like, man, if I can get on with Aftermath, because this is before we had even heard of Eminem. Remember, he was still on that, been there, done that. You dig what I'm
No,
saying? Yeah,
I
that's
heard
the first
about
single that he dropped.
right, but I was in Detroit in '97 and
Right,
I had gotten a copy of the Slim Shady EP.
right,
Um and I thought I'm like, okay, this something gonna be it's weird, but I was still relatively new. And I I got a early copy of the Slim Shady LP. And I was like, oh, I mean, because I already had known, everything. Source, everybody was talking about it. Yo,
Right.
him signed this too. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pay attention to this. My roommates, they both, they were both from Detroit, and they like, no, they ain't gonna take off. I'm like, the wordplay is there, and he got the Dre backing.
Yeah.
No, this is, I mean, this is gonna be that.
Yeah. And see, I had met Dre like October of '96. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so
Yeah.
you were, but that's when
But
the
that's when he dropped that
aftermath
single,
it,
"Been
that
there,
no,
done
that
that," and it was
whole
garbage.
garbage ass
Yeah,
album.
yeah, yeah. It was
The
all garbage.
album. That's why I asked you like what happened to Hitman, what happened to shit. Mailman stuck around for like another year or so, who was his high tech that he has now, that was Mailman was his helper in the studio.
Right.
Um so yeah, he was in a spot. He needed you then. Definitely at that point. So he might have been open.
Listen,
Um,
only thing I know is that, man, they came downstairs from the radio station, man, and I was just like, listen, I gave it to him. You dig what I'm saying? And you remember the verse, the very favorite verse that I probably said everywhere, damn near like at every show. You dig what I'm saying? You already know which one that was. And he was like, man, he was like, you got skills. He was like, man, he was like, I go city to city, man. He's like, I know a lot of people that can rap. He says, I want you to do me something. He says, I want you to send me a song. And he says, I want to hear what your chorus is like. And he says, I want to know, you know what I mean? Can you catch my ear? He was like, can I market you? Can I sell you? He was like, man, I need to know if we can sell records, man. He was like, I'm into making money. He was like, and I'm trying to, build artists. He says, you can flow. He was like, but you got to prove to me that you can be an artist. And so we were supposed to get the demo tape done, and dude messed up. And man, rest in peace to Horace. Happy birthday to my stepdad, Horace. It was
happy
his birthday this
birthday,
week.
Horace.
Horace sent me $1,500, man. And I went to the studio and I recorded 2 songs. You know what I mean? I recorded 2 songs, man, and then it's just I wound up getting locked up in Texas, and then it just went downhill. After that, nobody was checking for me, so I was just saying, dear younger me, because
Right.
I was this dude had a poem, and I wanted to bring it to the table because, you know, now to keep it a buck, I'm really like proud of where you sit at like right now, because where we come from, bro. We couldn't see this. We couldn't see this future. You dig what
No,
I'm saying? We couldn't see
no.
this future. So it's really a real thing. Like if you can go back and talk to dear younger me, like okay, what would I give you right now? And maybe you can catch somebody that's in their younger and they can say, okay, I feel you. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, typically, when you look at your boy, and it is you, right? All the way, through and through. That is you trying to give them that.
Mm-hmm.
They just not receptive to it because maybe it's too close to them and they feel like they've known you their whole lives. You don't know what you're talking about. You're old or
Yeah.
whatever. But that is us trying to do that.
Right.
But hey, I'm sure this was Poot talking about M didn't drop nationally until 99. You would be correct, sir. But I
Yeah.
was living on 6 Mile and Evergreen at the time. So
Yeah.
1997 is when the EP dropped.
Right. Yeah. Because kid no dates, don't he? K dot do.
Yeah, he does, and
He
that's
like
why. But
he
that's why I
do
felt a need
yeah, he
to.
he do research for real, for real.
Exactly. I know he's no slouch. That's why I'm like, no, no, no. I will stand up for what I know.
Yeah. But
Much
yes.
appreciated, though, Ken.
Yep. And so I had some other stuff that I wanted to do too, man. But like we gotta lock down on the lip sync battle. Somebody was saying something. I think they want to battle us. I don't know who it was. She was like, absolutely and sure. No, it was somewhere else. Nicole was like, I'm in. You dig what I'm saying? It's like she really want to get into this. You gotta, you
All
gotta, you
right.
gotta be dope though. You gotta be right because the drunk. You know how we used
Oh
to
yeah,
perform
yeah. I
with the
know you
choir.
slid right into it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we were. Hey, get the band back together.
Oh, we
We
putting the
fuck
band
around.
back together.
And we find Bo.
I found Bo. Me and Bo hung out.
I know you did. You found him one time, but see, it's an
But then
elusive
I seen him
creature.
again. He was at we rest in peace to Antoine. Went to Antoine funeral. Bo was there. Him and
Okay.
Sammy and them was there. So he popped up there. He was there. You dig what I'm saying? So I seen him like twice within a week, and then he just disappeared again. You dig?
That's what I'm saying to you. Let me know when you see him
Nicole
again.
talking about I'm dope in real life 100. It's yeah, anybody can really be dope if you
What does
lip
that
syncing,
mean?
but you got to be able to put pizzazz and presence into your lip sync.
Exactly.
You dig what I'm
And I
saying?
can't
And so
sing worth shit. And that's just what it is, and that's why it's lip syncing. It's all about being able to, yeah, like you said, the pizzazz. You got to be able to embody
you
the
gotta have
song, and you
gotta
got
have
to try to
stage
convey it,
presence. Gotta have
right?
stage presence. You dig? And
Exactly. You
so
know what? Deaf people go to concerts too.
what?
It's if they do, but to usually have like a signer there, and maybe it's like the vibration that they kind of
Yeah.
do. But yeah, I mean, so I don't have to carry a tune.
You know what? I've been seeing a lot of people catch the Beyonce concert. You caught it? You catching
Nah,
it?
man, she was coming. I ain't bothering with that shit.
You don't want to go see Beyonce?
Not like that. I don't.
I thought
No,
I thought you
you
was
want
a
me to put on
Beyonce fan.
outside clothes and go downtown, and
Them tickets probably sky high again.
man, they jumped up, but now they like at 300 or
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Well, yeah,
Three.
listen. Finesse two time is coming here, and they starting off at like 50. It's like I don't, I'm, I don't care.
Wait though, but how they did Janet when she was here in May. Why they put like the nosebleeds was $25
For Janet.
for Janet. I was like, that's
No.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Ticketmaster had her at that $25. I'm like, that's disrespectful. You shouldn't even be able to get in the room for $25. Now, why they gonna do Janet like that? That's a bullshit. You better be working if you in here for under $25.
No, if you're working, you in there for free. But I don't know, man. It's like you got this newer generation. They don't really know Janet, but she got enough old school heads that would have
Well, she
probably. She
can.
was gonna sell out anyway. She was gonna
Well,
sell out.
no, they just gonna have to curtain off a lot of it, right? Because let's be honest, it diminished, and people our age, motherfuckers be dying and shit. So she's losing her fan base like every day somewhere, and not even because they get shot. Motherfuckers just old, and it's just a rap or just natural causes, and that kind of shit happens. So I mean, it's not like
Listen,
she picking up a
did you
bunch of
see
new
that?
fans.
Look at this. She said Kevin Gates tickets are 2,500 here in the new arena. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, props to his ass. I mean, straight up. Oof.
Yeah. Are you serious? Ain't nowhere in the world I'm paying no $2,500 to go see no Kevin Gates, man.
I can't think of anybody I would pay. I mean, we thought it was.
Okay.
Hey,
Listen.
they ain't a person alive that I would pay that much money to go see.
No.
I don't even know what they're gonna do. I mean, if
You
it's a
probably would have you
female,
probably would have paid that to see Prince though.
not man. I mean, I was balking at like 300, like salty about it. But you talk about 2,500, like man, what? No, no, I ain't gonna do that shit. I
I'm
didn't
not
see
going
you
to see
three or
nobody for
four
no
times. I didn't
2,500.
see you 3 or 4 times. I'm good.
Man, for
Like that,
2,500,
man.
boy, I got so much to do with that.
That
You
is
know,
some bills right there.
for real, for
For
real.
2 hours, you go do that? That's
Oh
called
man.
cocaine. If you if you would burn them $2,500 in 2 hours,
2 hours, you
that's
on
you might as
crack.
well go about it with that.
You on
Like
meth.
just
You
go
know what
get
I'm saying?
hard about that shit. Yeah, if it's the
Yeah,
same
so
amount for the same amount of time. That's crazy.
yeah.
And you ain't have to buy no extra shit. You ain't have to go up there and $15 popcorn. I'm fucking order a goddamn dumbass hot dog, $8. And
Yeah,
don't
well,
ask for a beer or some shit like that. They like, yeah,
yeah.
14.55. And you
I don't
like,
I
nah.
don't see
So
it.
I'm just saying, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. Ain't
I
nobody
don't see it.
alive. And I mean, my infatuation with Melanie Martinez, because she's insane. $2,500. If I go pay that to go see her, we in a relationship. We go together. Hey,
What
that's
you gonna
that.
tell Ann? What you gonna say to Ann though?
Hey, she already. I'll be like, hey, Melanie's here, and it should be like, oh shit,
That's
it
what she gonna
happened.
say to you?
Yeah, oh
Like you
shit,
met her?
huh? Like I met
You
her.
would pay
Like I
2,500 to see Melanie?
no, I'm not to see her. I said we in a relationship.
Oh man.
I'm like, where are we going next? I'm on the bus. I'm like, everywhere. I'm on the bus. I'm having people like, I'm like, what hotel? Because I need to let people know where to reach me. You know where we're gonna be there. I'm excited about it. Great show
Man,
tonight, guys.
she gonna
So
have
where
some
do we
big
sleep?
nah.
Like,
She
hey,
gonna have some guys so big that's gonna grab you up by
hey.
your shirt and be like, "Come on, sir."
And I was like, give me my $2,500 back because
Man,
that's what $2,500 is. We in a relationship. I ain't trying to treat you like no hoe because you're not. We just in a relationship and we
for the
working on our
25.
relationship for $2,500. You just give that's an interview. You just give me an interview, and that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. At least you talking to me, but at the same time, I need some recoupment on that investment. So
Man,
there's
for
that.
20, I just don't see it. There is
Well,
nobody here for 2,500. K Dot, what's up, big dog? Was that you as the Facebook user? He don't
yeah.
got enough music to charge 50. Oh, who he said 50? Uh oh yeah, he
Oh,
talking about finesse
uh,
few times. You right. Only song I know. It's cool when you do it. It's a problem when I do it. That's it. As soon as they play that, you
yeah.
get what I'm saying? It's like, but other I don't know the rest of the stuff. You know what? I think he sounded a little bit like Juvenile to me. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's like that. That's whatever. I don't care about it. I ain't paying no 50 to go
You
see him.
watched the Juvie Tiny Desk?
Tiny Desk? No.
Oh, you don't fuck with Tiny Desk?
What is that?
Oh, so it's a NPR show. You can just find it on YouTube, but they basically just have artists come in with a small band. They call it Tiny Desk because it's just like this little bitty area where they have to play.
Okay.
And man, there's a lot of cool people. Man, everybody is on that goddamn thing.
On
And
YouTube.
it's yeah, you can find it. It's just search NPR Tiny Desk concert.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
definitely have to check
and
it
they
out.
get down, man. Should have watched the Raphael Sadiq one recently. There's a couple other people I'll put you up on that I didn't even know about. So we used to just put it on in the living room, the TV there, and just let it ride through.
Maggie said you gotta listen, Sugar Bear True. You must watch it, Maggie.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then
no, you
Nicole says
must. You
straight
must.
vibe, a concert series.
Hmm.
Right.
It's the
Definitely.
business right there. It's well worth your time. And like I said, we used to put it on and just let it run in the living
Hmm.
room. And as you walking back and forth through whatever, you just stop and you're like, oh, I like that song. I'm gonna go in here. Now you know about somebody you didn't know about. Now
Oh,
you
okay.
want to go back and hear it. But it's usually like a I wouldn't call it truly an acoustic area, but it's just really condensed. It's a compact area where it kind of makes it feel like you're there.
Bro, I ain't watched TV in like a month.
This is YouTube, so
Right.
that
I
ain't
usually watch YouTube every day, but I just be checking out the Lakers to try to see what happened. Did they get a better team? But I haven't
uh,
watched TV. Like literally, I have not watched TV in a month.
if you don't watch anything else, you need to go watch that. And you gotta go
Because
watch They Clone Tyrone.
I think I heard of that one. But yeah,
Man,
man, I
that's
think
just
like if I turn the TV
hilarious.
on, I think I would miss out on like minutes or seconds of sleep. So I don't even turn it on, man.
Yeah. Because
I
you were
just
sitting around watching pictures of turtles eating strawberries, huh?
what kind of foolishness is that? Man, I ain't got no time for that. Man, I ain't been asleep since yesterday, man. I've been up for like 26 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've been to work. I've been cutting hair. I've been getting my car.
Man,
Man, I ain't even been asleep since yesterday. I feel like I'm on the block or something.
that's what I was getting ready to say.
I feel like
Like,
a zombie, man. Like for real, for real.
I could be like, and
And I got the it's 8:25 at 8:30. I got some haircuts that's coming over.
go
So
handle that. We over anyway.
Amy. Yeah, and we was late though, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, man, keep me posted on watching puppies learn to swim. On what?
Oh, that's what we're talking about. YouTube videos. It's like when
Okay.
you go watch turtles eat strawberries.
I don't even know what that is about. What is that about? Turtles eating strawberries. Is that a thing? Or so you just playing? You playing, man. I ain't listening to you, man. I ain't watching no
Mm,
damn turtles eating no strawberries. I ain't got no time for that, man. I gotta get sleep. I'm trying to count
okay,
sheep. Yeah, I'm counting sheep. That's what I'm
go
gonna do.
count them.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Hey,
count sheep. But listen, man, keep me posted on nephew, man, and let us know how you
yeah,
doing,
you
man.
know
And
we're rap.
everybody be cool, be safe. I'll probably come back tomorrow if I don't go out of town tomorrow because I took today off and I'm off tomorrow, man, because I gotta go to the family reunion, man. So we're gonna go to Nap and we're gonna hang out and chill out. And so it is what it is. Kendrick still so I will be there this weekend. Are you coming down to the quad?
I think he
Okay.
was just there. Wasn't
Yeah,
he
he
just
was he
there
was
for his
just there.
reunion?
I ain't for sure about the reunion, but I know we kicked it in the park and stuff. You know what I mean, for Antoine. So
Yeah,
okay, I'll catch you on the next one, K Dot. But listen, man, I love y'all. G Nice don't. In a minute,
absolutely not.
one.